What's up everyone, thank you for tuning in again. In today's video, 10 things that only old school Maplers will remember. And of course, you should remember this one if you're an old school Mapler. This is the very first map and very first quest that you did. This is the Maple Island. And some people think like, hey, I did start in as an explorer, but I didn't see this one. Actually, I was in some kind of training camp on with an apple suit. And that should be this one. This was the Maple Beginner Training Camp. So first was Maple Island, then later on they changed it to this area where you like stand on these conveyor belts, you get shown all the classes, all the towns. But then again, after a few years this got swapped out again and the Maple Island came back, as you probably know it today. Another one, number 3 on our list, is of course Hennessy's Hunting Route 1. This area was crazy because like all the high levels, low levels, everyone came here together to show off their skills and to kill each other and just be bored and do stuff and talk to each other. So this place is not really for training though, more of a I'm gonna show you guys how awesome my damage is place. What was a good training place for low levels though, for around level 15 usually you went there. First you went to the slime tree, then this place. This place is Pig Beach. It was a hidden map and it was sort of like around the beach, I guess. Not really, but still it was called like that. And it was just pigs, including the super annoying Iron Hawk or Iron Pig, I don't know which one it was, which Ponty, which all the noobs couldn't kill. But this was a great place to get like leather for work gloves and to just train your character. What else you would do, of course, is if you're really pro and you're bored, you just go hunting Mushmole. Mushmole dropped Ilbies back then, and before Ludi was released, this was I think the only place where you could get Ilbies. So they were extremely rare. Mushmole also dropped a lot of scrolls and whatnot. It was a pretty cool boss to fight. She did like so much damage. Like Maple Mushmole right now, it's easy, you just one-shot or whatever. But unless you're like level 10. But back then she did like 500 damage, it really was a lot back then. And she would just wreck people. Next up, of course, is scrolling. So just go way back. There's no Star Force, there are no spell traces. No. You have to scroll the old-fashioned way with scrolls. And if they fail, then you can basically throw away your weapon because it will be useless or worthless. For example, one thing that was pretty common back then was scrolling work gloves, because every class could wear these gloves, so you would usually scroll them with weapon attack. And if you had like an 8 or 10 attack work glove, you were pretty decent. So this is also a nice one. This is the Crimson Balrog attacking the Orbis to the Orbis to Elinia ship. So every time you have to wanted to go from Orbis to Elinia or back or the other way around, you had to take the ship, and if you were unlucky, then Balrog would spawn and they would just wreck everyone. So usually you would just hide inside the cabin and play drop games or whatnot. But what did the noobs do? Well, of course, when there was nothing else to do, you go to Slime Tree. Slime Tree was this super crazy training spot near Elinia, and all the mages would train here. And of course a lot of other classes as well, because well, there was only slimes, they're pretty weak, but there was so many of them in this place. You could easily share this map with a couple of players, and you would just like go around and kill all the slimes, which was genius back then, it was perfect. And actually the BGM of this video is actually the Slime Tree BGM. So that's all the noob training spots, right? But where did the pros train? Well, the pros went to Forest of Golem, or Fog. Fog with a G, not with a K. Fog, not Fog. I know my accent makes everything lovely. But this is a good place to train for high level players. These are not like the golems you see in Maple Story today that give like, I don't know, 30 or 50 XP. No, these give 220 XP, they're around level 50, level 60. And they were a super good training spot. And of course, this is the place that everyone who played before Big Bang should remember and should have trained here. This was the best training spot for the hell levels, for like level 30, level 35. Of course the ant tunnel, and the ant tunnel wasn't filled with ants, no, it was filled with zombie mushrooms and horny mushrooms and evil eyes, curse eyes, dragons, drakes, everything. And that's what 10 things that only old school Maplers will remember. What else do you remember from old school Maple? Let me know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching, I hope you enjoyed this video, and see you next time.